In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things. It's shopping, especially shopping on QVC. I want to talk about one of the hosts today that's been there for a long time. It's been suggested that he's one of the top-selling hosts. That's right, you may have guessed it. We're going to be talking about David Venable. So stick around for today's video. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope you will like and subscribe. This channel does videos about different topics, and I hope it's things that you'll enjoy and encourage you. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is free. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video is published. Now to today's video. I'm one of those people that loves QVC. I can turn QVC on in my home when I'm there alone and just listen to them talking. I don't care what they're selling. If it's a host I like, I will keep it on and just listen to what they're saying. And very often, too many times I have to admit, I'll sit down, start watching the presentation, and end up buying something, even if I need it or not. Well, I'm trying to do better and not do that as often. But one of those hosts that I really like to watch, even though I'm not a good cook, is David Venable. David Venable has a show on QVC called In the Kitchen with David. It's a delightful show where he sells kitchen gadgets. David has been on QVC since 2009. David was born in 1964 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Before coming to QVC, David worked in broadcast news, but he wanted to try something new, something exciting, and QVC fit the bill. As a program host, he enjoys doing live TV because of the guests, the products, and the show's elements are always changing, always fresh and new. He especially loves doing his cooking show. David grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was the youngest of three. He has an older brother and an older sister, and they were raised by a single mother, who was the rock of their family. David says that his mother was a great cook, and that's how he learned his love for cooking. You may be surprised to know that David is a very good singer. He sang in school and in church choirs as a boy. When he went off to college at Chapel Hill, he sang in one of the oldest men's a cappella groups. David Venable's first cookbook came out about 11 years ago. He says that his mother taught he and his brother and sister how to cook out of necessity because his mother was a working mother. I saw an interview with David Venable when he talked about the cookbook. He says he weaved a lot of stories in the cookbook about he and his mother and how he enjoyed cooking with her. The photos they took for the cookbook, some of them included he and his mom cooking and eating together. With the success of that first cookbook, David did a second cookbook. It was called Back Around the Table, In the Kitchen with David. They promoted it on QVC as they did the first one. It looked like a delicious cookbook. In that cookbook, he has a recipe for a Snicker cheesecake. Well, if you love food, love to cook, and love QVC, you probably love David Venable too. He is a great host. He's so enthusiastic when he's doing those cooking presentations and those cooking gadget presentation. And don't we all love to see him taste food and do that happy dance? I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a better happy dance than him. But things are changing on QVC. If you've noticed, David Venable is shrinking. David has lost a lot of weight. I recently saw him do a podcast with Kim Gervell, and he was talking about how he has lost the weight and why he lost the weight. On the podcast interview I saw with David about losing weight, he said that some of the reasons he wanted to lose weight were his family history of some medical problems. And because he works on TV, he wants to look nice. And he had noticed he was having to buy larger clothes. He was dreading photo shoots. And he said he just was starting to not feel good about himself. So it was his decision to turn things around and lose weight. He did see his doctor, and he said that what he does is low carb, low sugar. David said in that interview that he doesn't completely forbid himself to have any certain food. He said if he put that kind of restriction on himself, he thought he would fail. So what he does, if there's something he wants to eat that is high carb and high sugar, he just eats a very small amount of it. He's using portion control. In that podcast interview, David said that his wake-up call happened in his doctor's office February 3rd of 2022. Now, when I saw this podcast interview, he had already lost 71 pounds. And what he said he's doing is watching his carbs and sugar, not restricting completely carbs and sugar, not even counting carbs. Well, whatever David's doing, it's working. Well, as I've said in so many videos, I love QVC, and there's some hosts I love more than others. David Venable is one of those hosts I love. I don't know if he's fake or phony, but when he's on QVC, I enjoy watching him. He is enthusiastic, and he is knowledgeable. It does seem like he is a home cook. And I'm happy he's lost some weight. I'm not body shaming, but I think David feels better, and I'll bet he's healthier now that he's lost some weight. Well, thanks a lot for watching today's video. Comment and let me know, what do you think about In the Kitchen with David and David Venable? Let me know who is your favorite host on QVC, and who could they ever get for In the Kitchen with David if David ever retires. Thanks a lot, y'all. Until next time, bye.